We got 4 days until last Epoch drops season 2, Tombs of the Erased on us. This patch note overview is about 20 minutes long. It was kick-ass. Patch notes are 158 pages long. We're not diving into all of it, but I'm going to show you. Too long, didn't read what I like, what I'm excited for. Let's dive in. Come on, you piece of junk.
It's Hawg, baby.
How about it, y'all? You got Hawg. Thanks for stopping by. Real quick, come follow me on Twitch if you ain't done so. We're having a blast over there. We got PoE2 refugee camp up. As usual, we just kind of being a little toxic and having fun, talking shit and playing Last Epoch. It's lots of fun. Real quick, before we dive into this, here's a quick word from this video sponsor. Thank you to boot.dev for sponsoring this video. Learn back-end development from start to finish in the Python and Go programming languages. Boot.dev reached out to me and gave me a code and asked me to try it, and I'm going to tell y'all, this is the best way that I found to learn how to program. My dad's a developer and never had much time to teach me how to do any of this stuff, and this is where boot.dev steps in. The smartest way to learn the code is to make sure that you're never bored so that you can stick with it long enough to reach your goals. And that's why boot.dev made their learning system a game. You'll learn XP, levels, ranks, achievements, and complete quests to get a top spot in the global leaderboard. You'll actually code and engage hands-on because everybody knows you can't actually learn how to code without writing code and building real projects. Go over to boot.dev and use my code HOG to get 25% off your entire first year if you choose the annual plan. Big thanks to boot.dev for sponsoring this video, and now, back to it. All right, so I'm just going to blast through. Highly recommend you check it out. It's 158 pages, 20-minute long video. It's all badass, okay? I'm just going to show you what I'm personally excited for. A lot of it's the in-game maps that they've added and some crafting improvements, and of course, they're reworking my Sentinel. But, okay, let's blast through. So we've got the new Weaver Woven faction. You do not have to pick your faction at in-game. The only faction you got to pick, okay, is your item faction. So we've got the Woven faction. Hello. There we go. Okay, we got the Woven faction now. It's pretty sick. Check it out for yourself. Basically what it does, it brings an atlas from PoE1 in here. Hell yeah. And it brings Woven Echoes, which are basically maps. The maps are going to allow you to do certain things like sacrifice 3 Woven Echoes to gain a random one, or you can actually catch up your corruption. So wherever your character is at in the end game, you can make your alternate character that you're starting to have the same thing. So you can actually just copy and paste that. That's huge right there. You can add an enemy to your nemesis encounters, avoid nemesis. Some of these maps have guaranteed unique drops. Some have class-specific gear. Some of these, they're just badass, okay? They provide unique challenges, rewards not found in normal echoes. Some affect unconquered echoes. Some give you a whole new dungeon. Some give you a whole new boss to fight. They're badass, okay? Read into this. It's pretty sick. The monolith system, okay, the PoE2 in-game, it's LE's in-game. So they've been able to add certain things into their in-game that make it feel really good. This looks like it's going to be, I haven't played, I don't know if it feels good. It looks really good. So there's that. Some of the itemization and crafting is really kick-ass as well. You can now craft on your idols. You can now do set reforging, okay? You take a whole set. So 3 items, 6 items, 4 items, whatever it is, you put it in the crusher, you crush them, you get a shard. Now you can take whatever item you want and apply that shard and make it a set item. So no longer are you having to have kind of crappy set items to get the real good set bonus. And that's always been the problem with sets, is the items that set bonus is attached to really isn't that good. Well, that's how they solve this. This is actually a really revolutionary thing. I really didn't understand when they first kind of were talking about it. Now that I've let it sink in and read it a few times and watched them actually do it, I understand. This is kick-ass. I can't wait. This is probably the number one thing that I'm looking forward to out of the whole thing, is being able to craft my good gear into a set. So that could actually open up a lot of possibilities there. This is the number one thing I'm excited for. Legendary potential re-rolling. You can re-roll items with low legendary potential. You can actually re-roll the set affixes, unique and legendary affixes as well. Swap attribute affixes, everything except for vitality. So if you find some gloves that are, as long as they're not sealed, you find some gloves that have, intelligence on them, and you want that to be strength, you can swap those with this right here. Also do experimental item crafting. I don't know how much of this I'll engage with because it's potion use, but now that I think about it, I do use potions a lot, so maybe this will be something I can use. New crafting materials. This right here, the Rune of Havoc, shuffles the tiers of non-sealed affixes on an exalted item with 4 non-sealed affixes. This right here is really, really, really cool. More crafting items, more things to mess with, the better, in my opinion. Rune of Redemption here randomly changes the exalted affixes on the item to different affixes. It does not change the tiers of the affixes, so that's huge as well. There's many times where we found exalted items where that affix just, I mean, that thing you get just really ain't that cool. So that'll help out with that as well. The Rune of Weaving's pretty cool too. Converts a random amount of Weaver's Will into additional affixes. So you can basically kind of accelerate that Weaver's Will a little bit. Eternity Cache adjustments. You can now actually guarantee the affix that you pull off of your, or at least one of them, you can guarantee that you pull off of your Exalted. They've added an absolute ton of champions. Look at these patch notes, boys. Like, this is insane. Complete rework of Sentinels. There's tons of bug fixes. There's new MTX, new supporter packs. The nice thing, let me show y'all something about the supporter packs. Nice thing about the supporter packs and all is they're not $500, $450 for the entire pack. I think they said the entire pack was $60 to get everything. It's very affordable. I've already spent, I've already bought the Mother's Mow or Mama's Mow or some shit, the Void Portal, aka the Vizime Portal. Highly recommend you get that if you like to troll. But again, it's just 158 pages of patch notes. There was no shortcuts. There was no, hey, there's too much stuff for us to put in here and tell y'all what we did. Like, you just have to figure it out. Trust us, bruh. Like, none of that was put in. A lot of it is feedback that the community has been providing. We're getting WASD coming in. Regardless, all this shit's badass. Those are the ones I wanted to highlight. I'm really excited about crafting. I'm really excited about Sentinel rework. I'm playing a Time Rot Sentinel. There was a lot of Time Rot that was kind of reworked. That paired with the set item crafting, I think there's going to be a lot of potential in some of these, but I don't know. I'm new. I just feel like I'm blasting it. It's a fucking absolute blast. If you're on the fence about a game, if you don't know whether you should get the game or not, get the game. It's worth it. It'll be fun. If you're not having fun with PoE 2, or even if you are having fun with PoE 2, that's totally fine too. This is a blaster game. It's for traditionals, traditionalist enjoyers, the guys that like to blast or zoom. I really hate that saying, but if you like to blast and have fun, have power fantasy, and have items to drop, have badass crafting that ain't gambling, this is what you need to do. I'll also be giving away some copies of this leading up to the release on April 17th. And that is noon Eastern time it drops. So you will be able to get it, and there will be no pre-download. The reason for that is there is an offline mode. I want to point that out to everybody. If the servers melt down, which every game this happens to, okay? If the servers are on fire and you can't play, you can always play offline mode. Especially if you're going solo self-found, really doesn't matter. I like to play online because I like to talk in general chat. So anyway, that's that. Enjoy the game. Let me know how you feel. I'm going to be posting my reaction to the actual 20-minute long video here shortly. So anyway, hit like and subscribe for more Hawg content. Thanks for enjoying all the parodies. We'll see y'all next time.